Caregiver Burnout, Danielle Lynn here. I'm just reaching out to those of you who might have had someone on hospice for a little while now, or newly on hospice and your loved one's been in the hospital. I want to share with you some reality. When you had your loved one brought in on hospice, you had all this action, nurses come in, social workers, equipment, medication delivered, a lot of information. And then it's kind of like having a baby. Like, you go to the hospital, all this crazy stuff's going on. Then once you have the baby, they're like, there you go, go home. And you're kind of like, what? Like, what do I do next? So once you're in the system, I want to share with you some options you have if you're getting burnout. And I can speak from experience because my husband is a disabled vet and I work while caring for him. Caregiver burnout can just be mere exhaustion. You could be getting angry. You could snap at the nurses, not meaning to. You're just angry at the situation. You're grieving in a way because your loved one, although they're still with you and they're present, you know how they're already different and you're seeing part of them you've never seen before and you're sad. You might just be desperate for 5 minutes if you have a loved one that has confusion, just desperate for 5 minutes to close your eyes. Or it could be as simple as, they're sleeping now. Are they okay? Can I run and get a shower? Can I get dressed? Can I make lunch real quick? And you're worried about them. If you're starting to get to that point of sheer exhaustion, there are options in hospice for you. The first one I'm going to tell you about, and you've probably heard it brought up, but I want to stress how important it is for you to know the availability and how it can help you, is respite care. And that's when they take your loved one and place them somewhere where they'll still get hospice care and the care they need, but you'll get a week to relax. You can still go visit your loved one and you're not letting anybody down. You know, what you probably didn't realize going into this is when they say, yes, hospice is there to support you. Yes, we can come out and support you for a limited time, but when we leave, it's all back on you, isn't it? And it's a lot. Oh, sorry, my battery's running low. It's a lot. So don't hesitate to reach out to the social worker or to the company itself and say, can you please give me some information on respite? You're no good to your loved one if you're burnt out. Okay? Remember that. The other option, if your loved one is starting to have symptoms that just don't seem to be managed, like the nurse has been out multiple times, or you've talked on the phone with triage multiple times, medications have been increased, morphine's been increased, Haldel's been increased, lorazepam's been increased, and your loved one is just still suffering. You still want to get a nurse out there so that, we can document. And one of the other options is inpatient unit. And the inpatient units where some of the hospices I've worked at before, they're not usually very big. They may have anywhere from 5 to 10 beds. They're sometimes full, but usually there's always something available. They usually have more than one location, and your loved one will get more direct, frequent care. You'll have nurses right there that can get access to doctors right away to change medications or to make sure your loved one gets the care that they need so that they can be at peace and you can have some rest, okay? So don't feel like you're failing if you're burnt out. You're doing more than anyone can expect. And if you need respite, you're not failing. You're doing everything right. In fact, the fact that you're thinking of reaching out to respite tells me that you love your loved one. You know your limitations, and you want to be present as possible. So don't be giving yourself a hard time or guilt tripping yourself. Reach out and ask about respite. If you get to that point, reach out, okay? Always call the 24/7 nurse if it's after hours. If it's during the day, reach out, okay? Again, hit subscribe, comment. Want to reach as many as I can. Thanks again. I hope this was helpful. Take care. Peace out and God bless.